The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys? Yeah!
Go Cowboys!
Blowing out of the backfield, exploding down the sideline.
This is Hangin' with the Boys, presented by Stunt, where flavor gets its wings. Now, your hosts, Nate Newton, Kurt Daniels, Jesse Holley, and Shannon Gross.
What's going on across the land? It ain't nothing. We are back with you again, -1 today. That's a live look at the Zotitos Championship Plaza. Well, where the tree will be at. That's a live look of the tree. We're doing a time lapse, right?
Apparently, yes.
Apparently doing the time lapse of the tree, where today's degrees are a high of 63, currently 59 degrees, a low of 37. It's getting a little cold outside.
Yeah.
A little nip.
Yeah, a
little nip. I don't mind a little nip. Don't mind it. Don't mind a little nip. But he is Nate Newton. That is Kurt Daniels. In the back, who you cannot see, is the great Chris Beam. I am Zaddy Holly. Together, we make Hanging with the Boys, the sports talk equivalent of Braille. People feel us when we speak. And each and every day, our show is brought to you by Wingstop, where flavor gets its wings.
Glad to know you, Cook. We need you big this week, Cook. Cook, we need you.
We do. We need Cook. We need Cooking to be cooking. We need Dak to be cooking. We need CD to be cooking. We need a bunch of guys
To be cooking.
Yeah. But I would be remiss as the host of this show today, and as a DFW transplant, I would be remiss if I buried the lead. I know that we are here to talk Cowboys, Eagles. I know that we are always here to talk football, but a historic thing happened last night for the first time in franchise history. Yours, ours, the now world's Texas Rangers are 2023 World Series champions.
Yes.
Kurt, I know that is near and dear.
big.
That's real there.
Yeah, it was big.
That's near and dear
You know
to
what?
you.
That's real right
That's
there.
near
In
and
fact,
dear.
I'm not going to be here tomorrow, fellas.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're
it's
going to the
okay.
parade?
We'll
We'll give you that. We'll give you that. We'll give you
That's
that.
real right there.
We'll give you that. Like
That's real.
that. No, that's real.
yeah.
See, I can't be fake, so they ain't my team, but I'm serious. That's real.
That's why I passed it
Talk
to
to your
Kurt.
mic, Nate.
Huh? Say what? What did I do
To
wrong?
your mic.
Talking to your mic. Oh,
Come on, man.
but, like just walk us through, take us through that.
Yes.
Oh,
that
we need to
moment.
talk football. No, it was awesome, just seeing it finally. It was quite experience. My
How
son,
many
my son
years,
was
man?
actually at the game, so
Nice.
It was a great time.
They were in. So they were in.
Yeah, he was out there.
Big money down there at the Daniels house.
Can't hide money.
Can't hide it.
No, no,
Can't hide.
no.
In fact, you shouldn't hide it.
Right.
You shouldn't hide it.
Well, stop hiding it, Holly, and get you a car.
I'm holding it. I'm holding it. I ain't say I was hiding it. I'm just holding on to it.
You don't want to stay in the Bible, but hold on.
I know. I share. I share.
I know you share, but I'm saying don't hold on too long.
I know. It's coming.
Okay.
I've been looking. I'll give you guys an update. I'm looking.
How many years, though? How many years did you work for him?
I worked for him for about eight
Wow.
years. So yeah, before that I was a fan. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty cool. Texas Rangers 2023 World Series champions. It was I'm not a diehard baseball fan. I'm a casual baseball fan. Transplant like
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
you,
but
right?
you're enjoying it, though.
But I
You're enjoying it.
I enjoyed the relationships I built over time with baseball, baseball players, the organization, and be able to watch it happen. And it was, this season has its highs and lows, and it's ups and downs. It's great win streaks, and it's not so great win streaks. The way the year ended, and then I think the greatest. There's two things that I appreciate as a former player, as an athlete. There's two things. One was the ability for Bochy to come in and kind of being that Zen master.
Yeah.
right? To pulling all the right strings and the right pieces, because that's huge to a champion. You know this,
yes, sir.
To a championship
Coaching
team,
makes a difference.
Coaching makes a difference. Mm-hmm. Not only acquiring the talent, but how to manage the talent. When how to talk to the talent, because certain guys you can talk to certain ways. Some guys, I can't come down hard on this dude because I'll lose him more than I already got, and I already lost him. Some guys need that tough love, and they appreciate that.
It don't sound like that, dude.
Yeah, sometimes some people need that. Sometimes a little pound go a long way. Well, knock an attitude right about you.
Yeah.
Wow. There was two things I said. Oh, and then the ability to go on the road.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like to win every single one of their games on the road. That's really unheard. I'm not a baseball historian, but I doubt that that's ever been done on a road to winning a World Series. That you win every single game on the road, none at home.
Yeah, they won.
Was it one?
They won game one.
Game one, yeah. But for the most, you win every single game on the road, and hey, congratulations, congratulations to the world champion.
Yes.
Texas Rangers.
Now we can just
I'm happy for the fans, man.
Get a road win this Sunday. That'd be nice, huh?
Oh, that's on the way, though. I already done this delivered. Don't even worry about it.
Whenever Nate gets into that bag, it's always a little bit scary.
You know why, Mr. Holly?
Mr. Holly.
I'm serious, my friend. I'm serious.
Looking nice dressed here.
Mr. Holly.
I done did 3 or 4 shows. Me and you do, me and you, we'll go get it.
We'll go get it now.
I done did 3 or 4 shows. I done listened to 3 or 4 shows. And no one is picking us. I feel like I'm the Lone Ranger.
What are the odds right now? I haven't looked.
Nobody's picking us.
Well, let's talk about it more. As we go into this game, Cowboys versus the Philadelphia Eagles at the Link, Philadelphia, 3 o'clock Central Time game, 4 p.m. Eastern time. Let's talk a little bit about Jalen Hurts and his Philadelphia offense. And I'm gonna pass it and share it with you guys before I give my take on what I saw on film. Kurt put something that was pretty interesting in the notes, and we'll elaborate off that. But the Eagles are top 10 in both rushing and passing. Can we, the Cowboys, make them one-dimensional?
We have to. We have no other choice. They cannot run the football. Please, they cannot run the football. The reason I'm saying that history has showed the Dallas Cowboys, whenever a winning team, and I ain't looked this up, I just my eyes telling me this, whenever a winning team, a team with 1 or 2 games better than 500 rush for more than 120 yards, we do not win. That is just what I believe. Yeah. We cannot let them rush anywhere near 120 yards. We gonna have to put pressure on Jalen, because when pressure's applied, he's around 51%, 52%. He's got 6 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. I found it out from Isaiah Stanback this morning. He brought it up, and I'm like, wow, that's good to know.
Yeah,
that's good to know that if we put pressure on this kid, and take away, slow down the run-pass option. You can't really stop it, but slow it down. And every chance you get to hit this young man, you have to hit him.
Yeah. So is it like just keep him to 100 yards, or is it got to be, 50 yards?
Yeah, what I want is the average not to be great.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Say they round 3.4, 3.7, 3.6, somewhere around there. We have to allow our strength, and that's to rush the passer, to take effect. And the only way we can do that is we cannot let them run the ball.
And far as running the ball for the Philadelphia Eagles, they use a trio of running backs, with the lead dog being DeAndre Swift. They use Kenneth Gainwell more so in the passing game, and then they'll sprinkle in Boston Scott here and there. But what I've seen from this team as far as running is one of the things that I think a lot of teams have programmed into their mind is that you worry about the running backs, but then you also worry about who Jalen Hurts is as a runner.
Yes.
Now, he's been a little bit sensitive about what he's been saying about this supposed bruised knee injury that he's having. But again, I do always feel like it's the Cowboys. So whatever they have to pull out of injuries, whatever it is, whatever they have to do to get over that stuff, they'll get back to a point of Jalen Hurts being a running component in this offense. When you looked at the way that the Cowboys have played them in the past, they've used our aggression, our over-aggressiveness, Micah Parsons in particular, to set up those RPOs that they use. One of the things that I've seen on film that they've done more so this year than they have in the past is, we called them long handoffs. That's when you see the screen game. Right, you see this. You see the bubble screens. You see the tight end screens, and they use them on first down. They use them on second down. They use them on any down. But to me, it's an extension of the handoff because it's behind the line of scrimmage. And I know they count it as a pass, but I get the ball right now. I get it in space. You'll see a lot of Swift and company. They'll run vertical routes to get everything lifted, and they'll take the running back and they'll just line him up. Boom, he'll sit right over the center. They'll dump the ball to him, and now what you've created is this opportunity of space and opportunity. And when one of the running backs catch the ball, it's turning, and now you have to have a linebacker make the tackle on a two-way go. So they're using these different components to what I look at it as, here are other ways that we technically run the football. Right, because they do most of their work. They're a 12 personnel team. They're a 12 personnel team, 11 personnel team, but 85 to 90% of the time, you're going to see 2 tight ends, 1 running back, 2 wide receivers. That's 12 personnel, and they use that personnel a lot, and they kind of lull you to sleep a little bit with Goddard. They'll have him in blocking. They'll have him in blocking. They have him in blocking. Boop, quick pass to him. They'll block him. They'll block him. Tight end screen to him. Right, so they'll use different components and mechanisms with the tight ends. They'll bring in, what's the other receiver's name?
Smith?
No, they'll use Devontae Smith, but the Zacharias, they'll use him sometimes in the screen game. They'll use A.J. Brown in the screen game. To me, the screen game is just an extension of what they want to do in the running game. It's how can I get those guys the ball right now? Yeah. And then what Jalen Hurts, they make you play 11 on 11 football. That's one of the ways that they can hurt you is if they decide to deploy Jalen Hurts as a runner, and it's been kind of it hasn't been as forceful as it's been in the past. He'll run if things break down, but as him being a runner, it's been a little bit down since the supposed knee injury. So that's something that we have to look out for. And then, of course, you get to the passing game. The passing game is going to be key. It's going to be crucial because I think Jalen Hurts has developed into a decent passer. I'm not going to say he's elite. I'm not going to go elite. I'm not going there. I think he has. I think every year when we first came in, we thought, he's a runner. He's an athletic quarterback, right? He's becoming more now than a quarterback that has athleticism. He's taking those steps to get to a point.
So would you consider him, and maybe this is for after the break, but would you consider him the best quarterback going these days? Maybe not as a pure passer, but overall.
All right, that's a great question. Let's do this. Let's take a break because I do want to break the passing game down. We'll answer that question on the other side of this break. We'll get more into Eagles offense, Cowboys defense as we get ready for this is a heavyweight fight, ladies and gentlemen. This heavyweight fight happening this Sunday in Philadelphia. Dallas Cowboys, Philadelphia Eagles. That's Nate. He's Kurt. I'm Jesse. This is Hanging with the Boys. We'll be right back.
Fall is here, and that means football is back, bringing all the delicious game day foods with it. As you prep for all the big games, tailgates, and watch parties, let Yo Quiero be your one-stop destination for all things home gating. Yo Quiero's fresh, flavorful, ready-to-serve guacamole, made with real Hass avocados, will score taste bud touchdowns as you cheer on the Cowboys. Yo Quiero's wide range of mouth-watering and versatile products can be found in your local grocery store's produce or deli section. Grab some today.
Star Sports Tours is the only official fan travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys, offering exclusive game weekend travel packages with pre-game sideline access and photo ops with current players, cheerleaders, and Cowboy legends. You want to stay at a team hotel, attend the best tailgate party in Texas, tour the Star, and talk X's and O's with me, Everson Walls? With Star Sports Tours, you can. Visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today.
SeatGeek has your back no matter what kind of Cowboys fan you are. So whether you're a diehard fan or a don't really care fan, a we got 'em next time fan or we'll never win again fan, a here for the tailgate fan or a first one through the gates fan, SeatGeek not only makes buying and selling tickets easier than ever before, they made just about everything else easier too. So whether you're a here every week fan or haven't been here in years fan, SeatGeek has you covered. Download the SeatGeek app today. SeatGeek, your ticket to great Dallas Cowboys seats.
How's Wingstop sound? Crispy, juicy, classic wings. Made to order, cooked to perfection. And sauced and tossed in those 11 soul-satisfying flavors. Paired with hand-cut seasoned fries, house-made honey mustard, blue cheese, or signature Wingstop ranch. And of course, spicy Cajun fried corn. I think you've heard enough. Get your flavor delivered at wingstop.com.
Back to Hangin' with the Boys.
Welcome back to Hanging with the Boys. We are short our captain today. Don't worry about
see where you went
yeah,
there.
you'll catch it later on.
Man.
Shannon
Threw
is
Shannon right up under the bus.
he would be able to walk under the bus. We would. I gotta throw him something lower than that. It gotta be like a train track or something.
I was wondering if we should say he had some weird illness or something, but you've taken care of that fine, I think.
Yeah, I've already embarrassed him enough.
There,
yeah, of course. Nice. You didn't think he was going to get through this entire show and I not say nothing about his absence. No, absolutely. This segment is brought to you by Blockchain. Blockchain.com. As we continue to break down the Cowboys defense and the Philadelphia Eagles offense as they get ready for this amazing. This was probably, for me, this is just me personally, this was probably the second game that I had circled on the proverbial Cowboys calendar. First was 49ers. That was we looked at that one and that was like, that's when the rubber meets the road. And to use a term that your boy Patrick Nosey uses, is that this is the midterm. This is the midterm. They failed the first test in the Niners. This is their midterm. Right. This is an opportunity
so they can pick up a got an F and now they can pick up an A. And
listen, and then you get another chance at the end of the year to kind of really before the semester closes. You know what I'm saying? Right. And everything else in between can kind of be some extra credit points.
The first one was an F.
Yeah.
Is it A or nothing, or if they pull out
they got to win the game.
B minus or something.
Win the game.
It's close, but they don't win.
No, you got to win.
You got to win.
The win is the only way. There's only one grade. There's no moral victories. There's no. Your profession ain't never gave you a moral B. You ain't got them. You ain't never got.
Some feel sorry for me.
That GPA ain't never been like, well, we're not going to give you your degree, but morally, you came, you saw, you conquered, kinda. So, but to Kurt's question before we went to the break is Jalen Hurts the best quarterback going right now? Mm-hmm. It's hard, and it just flashed up on the screen. It's hard when you talk about quarterback and quarterback play. It's hard to put anyone above the alien in Kansas City. I mean, he's right. It's difficult. It becomes difficult to put anyone individually, above him. Like he is him.
He can truly carry a team.
Yes, and we're seeing it. We're seeing him and Travis Kelce, especially when Tay is in attendance, literally carry their football team to victories. But I think for Jalen Hurts, and you tell me, Nate, is Jalen Hurts? He's not the best. Where do you kind of see Jalen Hurts, his progression, how far he's come, and kind of where is he the best quarterback in the NFC East?
Hands down. Hands down, he the best quarterback in the NFC East. He the best quarterback in the East.
Is he the best quarterback in the NFC?
NFC, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. because you got the alien, like you say, Mahomes. Then you got the kid at Cincinnati. I don't care. This dude is
Joe Burrow.
He is something different. And now, this is the first time ever. Lamar Jackson is elite for the first time in my book, for the first time ever. Now, can he sustain? We will find out.
Interesting.
And as we continue to break down Philadelphia's offense, I wanted to get more into the passing game. But before I do that, Nate, just kind of give us something on the offensive line. Now, we talked about Philly's offensive line. We talked about Jalen Hurts might not being elite, but there aren't too many offensive lines as a whole that are better than the Philadelphia Eagles.
Their right guard, their right tackle is a man. He's a man, full grown, and I don't think that our number one pass rusher guy
that would be Lane Johnson.
Lane Johnson, he's elite. So don't waste your time. For every snap you waste over there, it's like Jesse saying you dropping back. You might as well go on and drop back in the zone because you're kind of wasting your time. He kind of know you.
So you're saying Micah Parsons?
Micah Parsons, don't maybe 1 or 2 times just to keep it even.
Another guy in no slouch on that other end, is he?
Yeah, Malata, he can't move his feet.
Okay.
But now, if he can cheat the snap, which both of their tackles are great at cheating the snap, if he get out there, he gonna make you come to his body. And you ain't running through that. It's Malata, right?
Yeah, Jordan Malata.
And they got the best center in football.
Who doesn't need a Taylor Swift to be in attendance.
That's right. So if if you put someone on his head and just bring it full bore every snap, that's what I would use Mozzie. Mozzie, come on, man. You like just beating up a guy? Come beat up this guy. I'm just being honest. They got the best center in the game.
Yeah.
And the 2 guards are good, but they are great because of the other 3 guys.
So how do you attack the 2 guards with the other 3 guys? Can you put the pressure on those guys?
If we had that Mack truck look like most good teams have, where they put a guy over the center, guy over both guards, but a few teams can do that. And Philly is one of those teams that can line that up. I would like for us to do that. Put 3 heavy hitters right over there, guy.
And Osa and
yes, and Gallimore. Put them guys and just line them up, and then put your guys out wide, your 2 best rush guys out wide, and let them go. That's if you can be successful on first and second down, and that's been the problem.
Yeah, when you look at what this team is now from a passing standpoint, A.J. Brown's on a tear. Like let's just call it what it is. And we were talking about elite this, elite that, elite this, elite that. A.J. Brown is in the conversation as, if not the best receiver in the league. It's him, Tyreek Hill.
He's the best.
It's him and Tyreek Hill.
Yeah,
it's Tyreek Hill and him,
and then everybody else.
Yes, sir. Yes,
he'll be the toughest they've.
He'll be the toughest they've seen, and we joked about it. About sometimes a little bit complaining can go a long way. After he had that situation with Jalen Hurts on the sideline 6-7 weeks ago, he is turned on to a different level. And I was literally thinking about this last night. I thought about it again in the shower. No, I was not thinking about a man in the shower.
Yeah, sure.
I was thinking about about concepts around the men that I'm getting ready to talk about in the shower. Because I was saying, all right, how can I say this and it not be misinterpreted for something else? Not the shower situation. What I'm about to say.
Right.
It's already been misinterpreted.
Yeah, it's already been misinterpreted. But I kept going back and forth. And I just said, you know what? I'm Jesse Holly. Yeah. I say things.
Zaddy Holly.
I'm Zaddy.
Yeah.
Yep.
My show was called On the Field. Just say it.
Yeah.
I thought to myself, the Cowboys in the secondary, they do not have a player, man for man, that can stop A.J. Brown.
Don't do that.
No. See, look, you've already missed it. You didn't. I'm talking about the folks and the man in the room right next to me. You've already misinterpreted it.
Do that.
Here's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Am I saying that Deron Bland can't win some battles? Not saying that.
Right.
Am I saying that Gilly can't win some? I know there's a video out there floating about what Gilly did when he was with the Colts, and that was eons ago.
Right.
Feels like. I'm saying that where A.J. Brown is right now as a player.
Okay.
if you lined him up and matched him up with anybody in our secondary over just man-to-man coverage, they would lose more than they would win.
Yeah.
And that's not just our secondary.
Right.
That's the Giants. That's Washington. Pick a team.
So is it?
Pick a team.
What do you do then? Zone, or you bring the guy over to help, or?
You have to mix it up, and it starts up front, right? You have to figure out ways to pressure Jalen Hurts. When Jalen Hurts is going backwards, he's not an accurate quarterback. What they do with A.J. Brown is they're going to throw the ball to him. He is, you know what it reminded me of? I played football with Dez Bryant. And there was a stretch of football where Dez was so unguardable when you threw the ball vertically down the field. One guy, two guys, it didn't matter. If you gave him a chance to go up and get the football, he was winning a large percentage of the time. Yeah. Like that to me is the mode that A.J. Brown is in right now, where he is physical, he's big, he's strong, he's fast, he's physical at the point of attack. When the ball is in the air, it don't matter if you pulling his face mask, if you grabbing his arms, if you hanging on his back. I mean, it is a strong, strong catch every single time. When they line him up on the left side, I know we've heard many shows talk about it. When they line him up on the left side, that's when they take their shots. I've called multiple receivers, I've called multiple quarterbacks just asking the question. Some quarterbacks said, when you throw, if I'm a right-handed quarterback, if I'm throwing the ball to the left, the trajectory is an easier trajectory than it is when I throw it to the right. I can line it up differently to that arch to where I can miss. The way I miss, if I miss a little bit inside, I can see it, but I can kind of get it over to where when I'm throwing it down the right hash, my arc is different. Also, it's kind of when I open up my step, it just flows better. Some receivers like to catch the ball over their right shoulder. It becomes an easier catch when you catch it over your right shoulder opposed to catching it over your left shoulder. So it was a back and forth conversation. But A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts, when he's on the left-hand side,
that's where it's going.
That's where it's going up. And that's DaRon Bland. And we talk about how DaRon Bland continued on having the success of taking the football away like Diggs. One of the other things that DaRon Bland kind of adopted with Diggs, you can beat him on a double move. It happens that way. So for me, I think, Malik Hooker, you got to be a little bit more shaded to that side, especially, but again, they move him around. They put him in motion. They put him in orbit motion. They line him up tight formations. That is the gift of the new age NFL, is that you're able to line these guys up in these different formations and different places where it becomes difficult to jam at the line of scrimmage because if I line him up, if I line A.J. Brown in a tight formation or a bunch formation, if he's not the point of the formation, then automatically the coverage means he's off. And then now, if I have a bunch of room to the sideline, the safety, how do you have to play? Because if I got some vertically coming at you, you have to maintain your integrity to the vertical route coming at you, and it kind of almost limits what you can do out there with A.J. Brown. But he's going to win some. I hope that DaRon Bland wins some. But it's going to be, it's going to be difficult to stop A.J. Brown.
It seems
go ahead. I'm sorry.
It seems like he opens it up for his other receivers too. I mean, Devontae Smith's 60 yards a game, where our second receiver's averaging 32 yards a game. Mm-hmm. I mean, is that the case? I mean, all eyes are focused on him.
All eyes are focused on him. The tight end gets involved in it. Dallas Goedert, they run the over routes, they run the quick out routes with these guys. It gives Jalen Hurts the opportunity to have 3 levels worth of options. The backs are always there for a check down. The tight ends are on that intermediate.
So how long for the show over with?
We got 15 more minutes.
Their tight ends 45 minutes a game, man. 45 yards a game. Our tight ends 33 yards a game. I mean, it just
can we leave now?
Why you want to go?
I mean,
I'm gonna talk about our defense in a good way as well too. We have some matchups.
Don't get depressed.
I mean, this dude been talking for 35 minutes about the same old. Come on, man, change the script.
All right, you want me to go? Devontae Smith, Stephon Gilmore. You gonna have a day, my boy?
No, I'm just messing around.
No, it's
good
it's
stuff.
speed.
Good
No,
stuff. Good stuff. It's great stuff.
This will be another offensively. This team may not have the schematic intelligence, style, and flair of the 49ers. It might be more talented.
Mm-hmm.
Player for player.
You right.
Like,
you are definitely right.
Yeah, their offense is like last in motion and that kind of stuff. So
player for player, I think this quarterback, receivers, running backs, tight ends, definitely offensive line is more talented man for man than what the Niners were. But it's gonna for this Cowboys team, it's always gonna end up being one of the Cowboys defense is always gonna end up being, can you stop the run?
Yes, sir.
Because they're gonna test it. They're gonna test it, and it reminds me when we go back and think about might have been a year or two ago, and they had these two significant drives. They had a drive in the first half, and the Niners did the same thing. Then they had a drive in the second half that was like 6 to 8 minutes long, and it was like 11 straight runs.
Yeah.
Remember that drive? Mm-hmm. And to me, I never forgot that drive because they didn't have a great running game. But it was the drive that said, we need to put in a 4-minute drive, a man drive, and you know it's coming, and we know the drive is coming. What are you going to be able to do to stop it? And there was nothing that we were able to do to stop that drive. And they went down. It was either touchdown or field goal, and it kind of sealed the deal. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And so they didn't forget that. Still, players are still there that did that. So for the Cowboys, it's going to be a lot of stopping, that up front. We'll take our last break. When we come back, we'll talk.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Cowboys
I know
defense.
you're going to talk just as equally enthusiastic about our defense. Equally or better. Thank you. Yes.
On the other side of this break, this is Hanging with the Boys. We'll be right back.
Feel you. I want to feel you.
I'm Dak Prescott, quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
And they snap it to Prescott, who looks right. It's not there. He escapes left. He'll run for a first down.
Just like football, when it comes to crypto, it's important to have a team you can trust. With blockchain.com, I know I'm in good hands. Since 2011, they've been trusted by millions around the world to buy, sell, and trade cryptocurrency.
Prescott's going to run this himself. Run it up the middle, and he scores.
Whether you're new to crypto or an active trader, they've got you covered. What are you waiting for? Get started at blockchain.com.
How's Wingstop sound? Crispy, juicy, classic wings. Made to order, cooked to perfection. And sauced and tossed in those 11 soul-satisfying flavors. Paired with hand-cut seasoned fries, house-made honey mustard, blue cheese, or signature Wingstop ranch. And, of course, spicy Cajun fried corn. I think you've heard enough. Get your flavor delivered at Wingstop.com.
SeatGeek has your back no matter what kind of Cowboys fan you are. So whether you're a diehard fan or a don't really care fan, a we got 'em next time fan or we'll never win again fan, a here for the tailgate fan or a first one through the gates fan, SeatGeek not only makes buying and selling tickets easier than ever before, they make just about everything else easier too. So whether you're a here every week fan or haven't been here in years fan, SeatGeek has you covered. Download the SeatGeek app today. SeatGeek, your ticket to great Dallas Cowboys seats.
James Wright here, your 2022 Dallas Cowboys Fan of the Year. You know how much I love my Cowboys, and I am thrilled to be talking to you about the 2023 Fan of the Year award presented by Captain Morgan. We're looking for the ultimate Cowboys fan to spice up the game. That means you eat, sleep, and breathe the Dallas Cowboys. If that's you, or if you know someone like me, then go to DallasCowboys.com/fan of the year, and you could win tickets to Super Bowl 58 and so much more. Enter today.
Back to Hanging with the Boys.
Hello, this segment is brought to you by Jigsaw. And this is Hanging with the Boys. And Jesse just gave you 15 minutes of just uncut greatness on one guy. A.J. Brown, and now he's going to present to you the Dallas Cowboys defense. Go, Jesse.
You can actually do this, bro.
Oh, yeah, I can do it. I want you to do it.
You can actually do this, man. That was good.
Okay, now.
Jigsaw, the official dating app of the Dallas Cowboys.
That's right. And here's Jesse.
Here's Jesse.
Yeah.
Here's Kurt.
How you doing?
How you doing? Come on, my friend.
What do you want from me?
Everything
What
you
me
just
talk
gave us about their offense and their wide receiver, give us to us Parsons and our defense.
I got a question for you.
Okay.
Here. So I was reading on the Eagles website. They're worried about the Cowboys' speed on defense. It's a lot of stunts. Obviously, they linebackers have chosen speed. When you're playing a big physical team like Philly, does that speed help or hurt?
Speed always helps when it's going in the right direction.
Yes, it does.
Disciplined speed always helps.
Yes.
Yeah. But the Eagles have used that against us.
Explain more going in the right direction.
So one of the things that the Eagles did to the Cowboys a few times, it was Mike. We talked about it. It's Micah Parsons. He's such an athlete, and he wants to do well a lot of times. But it's like, all right, Micah, if you have outside containment, then I know that it may feel like you can beat them inside with speed, but when you go inside with speed, you give up outside containment. Okay. And when they get into those RPOs, you have to be patient enough to say, okay, I understand who has the running back, and I also understand that who has the quarterback. And you can't get going so fast that you go get the running back and you forgot, I'm supposed to have quarterback. And now he running around the sideline for a first down or for a big play, right? Shades back to Josh Dobbs on the first play of the game, running down the sideline for 40-something yards. It's you're going so fast, and you're going. I know where you're going, but that ain't where you're supposed to be going. Your assignment was to hold containment. That's the biggest thing is the speed is there because when they have to go back to pass. This is why the Philadelphia like to use those screens, those quick passes to negate that speed, to negate those things happening up front, right? Because if you're coming quick on the inside and I get it to the outside, now you got to put your foot in the ground and reroute and run all the way 25 yards out there. The residuals effect of that all throughout the game wears you down because I'm chasing him, a 300-pound mulata, and I got to run out here because the screen is still out here. I'm still to go, 11 guys to the football. That wears you down over the course of a game.
I'm
giving you a chance to interject.
No, I want to hear.
Do I get you $10?
Yeah, you get it. Every bit of. Just tell us for the next 3 or 4 minutes how great the Dallas defense is.
Okay. So, Cowboys defense.
Finally,
of course, begins the middle and the end with Micah Parsons, and I am with you 100%. I think one of the ways that you use Micah Parsons, you continue to use Micah Parsons in the way that you've used him before. To your point earlier, which I would disagree with, I want to take and do what we've done a lot of times, what we did in the Rams game with Micah, is I want to line up those other two defensive ends over the guards, then have my other ends kind of in that wide 9, outside of the tackles, and then I want to line Micah up right over Jason Kelce. And then I want to stunt with those guys because when I stunt, what happens is when I stunt, those guards can't come in and give Jason Kelce help. Okay. When there's a stunt happening on the outside, I have to sit and tell me if I'm wrong. But as a guard, I got to sit and wait for if that guy goes away, my mind is telling me somebody's coming back.
Right.
So before I can kind of give my body help to the center, I got to sit and maintain. I might be able to give an arm. But I got to sit and maintain because I know that defensive end is coming back into this space. What does that create? If I now have Jason Kelce with those two guards spread out because the tackles have lined up wide, so I got to split. I got to make my split wide. I give a two-way go. Now you can't do it every single time, but I think that is a way that you can get the pressure on the Jalen Hurts. Have him now run. You want to chase him into those defensive ends that are coming up the field, or those tackles that now come out and looped around.
Let me ask you this: you were saying the guards are the weak spot of the line. Is there a way to run the stunt where you're getting Parsons one-on-one with one of the guards instead of Kelce?
Yeah, we've done it. We've done it before. It's when you'll see Micah sometimes he'll have his hand in the dirt, and he'll be an end on one side, and then what'll happen is the same thing, the same tackle in stunt, but now I'll take a guy like Hankins and put him over the center. I'll make him a nose, and I'll say, here's what you're supposed to do, Hank. You get on and you latch on to Kelsey, and I don't care about nothing else. Your job is now to drive him back. You ain't got responsibility, no responsibility. Because now what I want that center to be drove back. And again, once that tackle now has to bump out because that down lineman looped, Kelsey's occupied. The guard now is sitting there waiting for whatever comes back underneath out of that twist. The twisting guy, you now make Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
And that now gives him a two-way go at the guard. So there's ways that you can do it, and they've done it with Micah Parsons before.
But what you have to do...
don't come in and talk now.
No. Yes. What you have to do, though, is you got...
They got me talking offensive line. You got a six-time Pro Bowler, three-time Super Bowl champion. He didn't want to talk about
I just want to hear what you had. Give me some props on my defense. But anyway, what you have to do is first and second down is so key now for what he's talking about. We're talking about 6 or more. We need them in 3rd and 6. We need them in 2nd and 6. But, even though they will run on those downs, you got to put them in long situations. If you put them in short situations, none of this works. None of this works. At the end of this game, if they have 7, 8, or 9 third down situations, you want them to be at 30%. You want them to be at 30%. That means that's long yardage that they're looking at. So in order for all this, now I just wanted Jesse because he has that capability. I mean, you kissed all over AJ. I wanted you to kiss all over our defense, man. For real, you hurt me then, man. It's like every show I'm on now, I just feel like I'm a lost soul, bro.
Well, speak up.
I'm a lost soul.
Speak up.
I did speak up.
Tell us your thoughts on the defense. And
on our defense, we're great. Positive. We're great. We've shut down the run the last 2 games, but we're playing Philadelphia now.
See, you're doing the same thing. Where the Cowboys are really good at, and I love the stat that you put in there, Kurt. The Cowboys are first in the league in stunts. They're top 10 in the league in blitzes, and allowing that to be a part of what they do. And there are opportunities. Because here's where you get Jalen Hurts in trouble. And I think we have the ability to do so. Jalen Hurts is a one-read quarterback. Okay. He's not a quarterback that's sitting back there and he's scanning the field for 3 or 4 or 5 reads. They've simplified his offense and here's where you're going with the football. Here's the look that we want. If it's not there, you'll start seeing him kind of like backpedal, trying to make something out of nothing, or to eventually will throw the ball out of bounds. We have to, and we've done this to quarterbacks, we have to hurry their process. Yeah. We have to hurry up Jalen Hurts. We have to take away option number 1 for Jalen Hurts. When he lines up and he looks out there, he can't get the ball and throw the quick out to the tight end. He can't throw that 10-yard speed out to Devontae Smith. He can't have the option. Now, the screen plays, you can't do nothing about the screen plays. The bubble screens, what you can do is I can defeat, which Deron Bland has been really good at. I mean, exceptional. I mean, really, 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 really good at defeating the blocker in the bubble screens. Marquise Bell has been really good at defeating linemen, getting to the backfield, defeating the blocks. This team has been really good at that in those key spots. Stephon Gilmore, not so much. But Deron Bland, he's been really good at it. He's been really, really, really good at it.
Thank you.
Defeating that initial block and then blowing up that screenplay.
1 out of 5 ain't bad.
But this is going to be a big game for a guy like Jaron Kearse. This is going to be a game.
Practice yesterday.
I know, with a toe injury. But this is going to be a big game for Jaron Kearse.
We say something good and something bad.
I'm just saying. He's just giving you the facts. I think this is going to be a really good game for Jaron Kearse. He's gonna have his plate full, dealing with Dallas Goedert and such. But yeah, this is a good football team we're playing. It makes no bones about it. This is a good football team.
So you think we should move the Rangers parade to Sunday?
No. Get that out the way. Get some joy out the way because you might not have no joy on Sunday.
I was trying to say, you're just glad while that game is going on, they doing speeches. Because I can't get nobody to ride with me, man. Chris Beam riding with me.
Chris Beam, how do you feel about the game?
Well, I'm scared as hell.
Wow.
Well, Shannon will be back tomorrow. We'll take your phone calls tomorrow, 888-855-2297.
Call in. Reverend.
Pastor Q, Pastor James.
Please. I'm just here for the jokes. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Pray for Nate tonight and
Please.
tomorrow.
Please. I feel like a lost soul.
Shannon will be back, hopefully, tomorrow.
He will be back tomorrow. I'll talk to him.
Okay. All right, so he had
a computer jumped off ship.
His computer is out of here.
Computer jumped off ship.
Man.
Computer.
Did you see Twitter?
Yeah,
Trade deadline X.
Computer. What's up, my boy? Computer has that trade. The Cowboys didn't make no moves on the trade deadline, and computer is
gone.
Done.
That's 2 years in a row.
Yeah. Computer,
we love you, buddy.
They love you, computer. They love you. Nah, I'm messing with you. They love you, computer. All right, man. Appreciate you, Kurt. Appreciate you, Nate.
Good stuff.
Chris, thank you for being here for the jokes and keeping us up and running in the back.
I got to beat on somebody.
Whoa. You handle that at home. You go home and do one of the.
They ain't gonna pull a Shannon.
Go home and pull a Shannon, man. Thanks for Jazz. Thanks for everybody that keeps us up and running. Most importantly, thank you, the fans, for making us the #1 show watch via YouTube on the .com network. That is Kurt. He is Nate. I am Zaddy Holly. Until tomorrow, man. This is Hanging with the Boys. We out.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?